Well, we finished out. What's going on? Are you alright, Matt? Oh, that's us. What? Are you alright, Master Andreas? Yes, thank you. I was just remembering him. Trying to... Anyway. Doesn't come easily anymore. Oh, would you like to leave? Would you like me to leave you alone? No, Casper, it's not necessary. There's nothing can be done about it now. It's too late. Like so many things. Andreas Maler, I have never expected to see your face here again. Have you been in Nuremberg for these last 7 years? No, Nuremberg for a few years, but I received some lucrative commissions abroad. Oh, I get it. I guess we're older now. France. We'll say we were in France. Sure, why not? I spent a few years in France, Burgundy, painting portraits and religious paintings for nobles. Did you visit Provence? Only briefly for a commission. Why? When King Louis expelled the Jews from the region some years ago, a number chose to convert and remain. Looks like Louis, but Louis Bort. So the king taxed him. So the king taxed them into misery. I wonder if the tax yet persisted. I have no idea. I'm surprised you care at all. Well, I'm not about to leap into the fire to save anyone, but I don't think it's right what's happened to them. In any case, it seems time and fortune have been kind to you. I apologize for not writing ahead of time. My mind was distracted. Well, your distraction has become our responsibility, I suppose. Anyway, I'm surprised a man of your wealth has time to visit a small country abbey. There it is, Casper. Brother Guy has a spirit as bitter as lemons and sour as old milk. You would too if you were trapped in this drafty old pile of rubble. If you'll follow me, I'll show you to the guest house. Your boy may stay as well, of course. He's my apprentice, Casper, and we appreciate your hospitality. Man, why is everything going so fast now? It was 1 for like, what, 4 hours, and then suddenly we're on 4? Jeez. When was the last time somebody stayed here? Everything is so musty. Master Andreas, how did you come to be so well known at Curacao? I thought you spent your wonder year in Italy. I did, but I finished them here, earning money in the scriptorium until I finished my masterpiece. Oh, I accidentally clicked scriptorium. Really? I didn't think abbeys still had scriptoria. They don't, and Curacao doesn't anymore, for better or worse. I suppose I should tell you, there was a murder at the abbey while I was here. What? Really? It was a dreadful affair. Father Gernot panicked and accused my friend of committing the crime. I did some searching and managed to convince the Archdeacon that someone else was the murderer. One of the peasants, Attila, died for the crime. You got someone killed? No, I collected evidence and presented it truthfully. The Archdeacon was the one who made the ruling. Well, you couldn't let your friend die. Why didn't you mention it before? Must have been a terrible situation to be in. I made some missteps in my time in Curacao, but I saved my friend's life in the end. So, what are we doing in passing now? I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. And to be honest, I'm not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. This commission, it's an obscene vanity piece over the pretext of a religious scene. My patrons just want to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread each new commission more than the last. Every step I take toward home is agonizing. But, Master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become your apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all that you have and still be unhappy. I know it must be hard to believe. I was once very much like you. All that I have accomplished is my work. Yes, now I have left now with nothing else left. I thought I wanted to be like my father, like my brothers. I thought that was my dream. Yeah, sure. Once I wanted this life so much that I consumed every waking thought. I don't know if I've changed or if what I wanted was never really real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time. I want the life as an artist to be better for you, Casper. Learn from my mistakes, alright? Alright, yes, Master Andreas. I shouldn't be burdening you with such dark thoughts, Casper. Well, let's visit our old friend Claus. It's been too long. As you like, Master Andreas. Visit Claus. Who's that? Who's Claus? Claus who? Where are we going? Oh, Claus. Oh, Claus. Oh, Claus. That guy. Oh, there's a guest house. Oh, that's the guest house. Oh, the guest house. Hey, it's the cat. Just do it. You know it's the right thing. You don't understand why this is so hard for you. Oh no, I'm scared. It's dangerous to cross the Abbot. You prefer the alternative. You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand. I'm just saying. Andreas Maler. Good to see you again, old friend. Otto, you're looking well. This is my apprentice, Casper Ziegler of Salzburg. Good day. Ah, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. We don't grow them that fast, even in Nuremberg. They grow fast enough around here. Even I had our first little Otto, though we call him Otts, I guess. Congratulations to you both. That's wonderful news. Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Clara and Ursula help out where they can. Ursula, not Ursula. He lived a surprisingly long time considering his profession and previous stroke. Not long enough for me, not long enough for Otts. Dr. Stoltz and I said it was another stroke while he was sleeping, thankfully. I know Eva wrote you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? I'm sorry, things got busy after I left Hazing. Sorry to interrupt, but I should be heading back. I feel like I should remember your face, but I just can't place it. Oh, don't trouble yourself. It's me, Martin, remember? Oh, yes, of course. Hello, Martin. Hello, sorry to run, but I have to get these sheep back to the farm. As much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. It's Martin! Otto, I'll see you at the meeting later. Andreas, until later. Until then, I'm not gonna say it's good to see him, because it's not. I can't believe how much Martin's changed. True, he's like the prodigal son. Took over his father's farm after Franz died. He's been a much better husband and provider for Kat. Okay. Well, it's just about a meeting. You picked an interesting time to visit. Come to the town commons in a while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say. Actually, I was just on my way to see Claus. Tell him to come too. He's been dragging his feet. Until later. claws. Is this claws? No. Where am I at? I'm all the way over here. All the way over here. Oh, I gotta meet with these people too. Andreas, I had heard you were back in housing. God bless you. Good morning, Father Thomas. You're not going to try to get me to come to Mass, are you? I would hope that in my many years since you have been with us in housing, attending Mass has become a habit. That, and I'm sure Master Maler isn't staying through Sunday. Hopefully this visit will be less eventful than your last. Housing has enough going on as it is. We have our bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. People get up at all sorts of mischief. June 23rd. Okay. And then it's my job to hear their confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. It's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guests with such things. I'm not sure there is trouble, Master Maler will be the first to stick his nose in it. I'm sure if there is trouble, yeah. Say nothing. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. It would have been better for everyone if you had simply allowed Brother Piero to die. After all, he only had a few years left anyway. You're a buffoon? Okay. Friends, there's no need for such ire. Forgive me, Father Thomas. I let my passions get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. I actually came to speak to you on the abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Geralt would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing some of our books. Oh, wonderful, fantastic, wait. Are things so bad the abbot has to sell off Cursal's greatest treasures? The abbey needs the money more than it needs the ink-stained parchment. No one values these books anymore, except perhaps you. The library is not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. If you could come by tomorrow morning, Mother Illuminata can show you what's available. Mother? Yes, Mother Cecilia passed away a few years ago. Well, I suppose, how did she die? Peacefully, in her sleep. So tomorrow morning, I'll come by to take a look. Very well. I'll let him know. And Andreas, I apologize for my harsh words before. It was rash. Father Piero was a pious man. And a skilled artist. We miss him. I appreciate you saying that. I miss him too. Excellent. I'm so glad you are able to work things out. Oh, Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? Yes, I think so. Why? A private matter. Oh, of course, of course. Till tomorrow. Are they gonna try to kill me? I think Guy might be the murderer. He seems like he. Wait, I thought this is where we're supposed to go. Oh, there he is. There's Claus. And there's Magdalene. Andreas. I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it has been a long time. 7 years. 7 years and nothing from my friend Andreas. First Bert, and Marie, just after Magdalene was born. Bort, you mean? My wife always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back after I told you they had passed. Oh, Bort's gone? Oh. That sucks.
Are you talking
Sorry,
to me?
Bort.
No, my son is
I'm
also
sorry,
named
I should
Bort.
have written. Yes, you should have. Too late for that now, though. Boop de Bobo. Oh, hello. She likes you. Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing? Is that a cat? The 12 articles, they were originally written by Swaben peasants and were demanding changes to their lords. Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt and use the woods as God intended, freedom from compulsory labor, abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership. Bavaria isn't Swabia, but their complaints are just as valid as the peasants of Tassing. This must be what Otto was talking about later. He wanted me to bring you along. Yes, he asked. I may come, I may not. The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. Their cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gertners lately, you should visit them. Oh, Otto had you print these? Yes, why? I didn't think he could read. He can't, but just about everyone else in town can. He speaks, I print. Just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry, I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You should go to the Commons. Hear what Otto has to say. It's worth hearing. Of course, I will see you then. Be good while we're gone. Will you be good? Gob, garoo. I think is that a yes? Well, we skipped mealtime? What the heck? That's not cool. Well, that was a cold reunion. Alright, now I need to go, I think, to the town commons. Okay. Town commons. Look at those chickens! Those chickens have seen things. Oh, and Regulus is coming up on the lap. Oh, there's a lot of people here. So many people. Everyone listen. We all know why we're here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we started saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use God's forests to support our families. Yeah, we did. Law after law gets heaped upon us, restrictions on how we can pay rent, limits on where we can move, who we can wed. And now the death tax, which once claimed only our best animal and garment, takes half our estate. No consideration for widows, no consideration for children. What about the town council? The Rathus, a community hall where people meet, typically a council that governs day-to-day affairs. Surely that is a sign that the abbot wishes to share his power, to listen to our grievances. You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people. But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit a favored few against the many. This is not charity, no, only greed and desperation drive Father Gernot. You'd think that if the abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself. And when we protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the saint shrine of St. Moritz. He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now, when we most need the intercession of our saint, the abbot has shut us out. Father Granat's actions aren't just. They aren't Christian. We've endured this abuse for too long. It's time we let the abbot know we won't take it anymore. Too right. Hear, hear. Yes. This has to stop. Let's fix this. Stop. This is foolish. Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. If you push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed. Hannah's right. The Duke is a powerful force to Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. You lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be ground into dust, like the Swabian peasants. Swabian peasants. Presents? No. We could always grind you up instead. We must stand for what is right. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg were able to take the city and have their cause heard. If the people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, then we can do the same with the abbot. Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is alright? Don't worry, the civilian losses were minimal. They're probably fine. Oh no, maybe we should go back to Salzburg after this. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly. People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same? A righteous cause. Martin's right. We deserve better. Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Martin has proved dependable these last few years. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. The abbot may have locked us out of our saint shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us. Oh no. He's gonna point to me, isn't he? I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you all for coming. Oh, he didn't. I thought he was gonna point to me. And look who's here! Good day, Andreas. Clara, it's been too long. It's lovely to see you again. Hello, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your long absence from Tanzania. At this rate, we thought we'd never see you again. What can I say? I missed the alpine air. I was on the road back to Nuremberg, actually, and wondered how you all were getting. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending word of my arrival. I should say that one. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending the word of my arrival. You certainly did pick an odd time to visit. We're in the middle of a strange season. Ah, you found the Gertners. Your speech is very rousing, Otto. I swear they get better each time. I hope the Duke doesn't catch word of this, Otto. Town could suffer for it. We're past the point of carrying Maler. If you were in our position, you'd understand that. You're right. It's not my place to judge. I'm just concerned. It's appreciated, but we know the risks. Otto, did you really see a sign from God? Is that true? It is, Andreas, I swear. Come talk to me later. I'll tell you what I can, alright? Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come to the house for supper. We'd be delighted to have you. That sounds wonderful. I'll be there. Does that mean I'll be there? Does that literally mean I'll be there? Oh, yeah, it does. I know where that is. Hey, it's him. Let's talk to him. Andreas, you're back. Just for a few days, I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Oh yes, Brother Piero, what a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talk to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I'm surprised Prior Fieric didn't give you an earful. That he did, but only as long as the scriptorium stayed open. Once it closed, I didn't see Brother Piero much. I wonder if he lost a bit of his purpose when he stopped painting. He did love to paint, that's true. Every day he showed me how much. He made Kearsarge a brighter place. We could use more color and light these days. Father Gernot's abuses cast a long shadow over Tazing. Oh? Are you in the peasants? I don't think the abbot... Oh, are you in with the peasants? Well, of course. Gernot is not running them into the ground. Gernot has been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. Any of us used to be able to go fishing in there. Not anymore. How far are you going to take this? Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto, and the peasants do too. I hope your trust is well placed. Pray for us, will you? We could use St. Morin's help right now. Anyway, say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After you left here, I returned to Nuremberg. I take it you were married. I was. Sabine has been waiting for me. Sabine, she is waiting for me. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone. I fear it's never going to happen. Honestly, don't even bother. Really? Not a single person has caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl in the market selling painted pans. I think about her sometimes, maybe more than is Christian. Hold on, you need to go back and find that pretty girl. What? Really? Life is too short to be dreaming about the loves you could have had, trust me. You seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas, but it sounds foolish, juvenile, you might say. I may not have found true love, but that doesn't mean you can't. Are you not happy with your life, Andreas? I'm not, but this is not about me, it's about you. Well, if you ever have the chance... Oh, I convinced him? Well, if you ever have the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. There's something to look forward to, after all. I thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. A pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Alright, well... Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down for supper. Care to join? It would be my pleasure. It's truly a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Keep an eye out on Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Young boys eat too goddamn much. Peter, stop that. Andreas is our guest. Why don't you lead us in grace? Fine. Bless the Lord, these gifts your vets are about to receive from your brownie. And we pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now these many years. Please help me protect my family for these difficult times. Through Christ the Lord, amen. Amen. Rabba-dabba-da. Amen. Amen. Oh, look, we get to eat. Monster Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? The Gertners can't afford a lot of bread. They're being polite. Andreas, it's so good to have you at our table again. And with another guest, is this young man your assistant? Ah, Casper, yes, he's my apprentice. Ah, that would explain why I saw him writing in that journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. Cheese porridge. Cheese. Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? I prefer to spend what little free time I have in books these days. He likes these real spooky ones. Haha, the Gertners really don't want to hear about that, Casper. Caspar? You mean like ghost stories? How nice that you have the time. We toil all day with that despicable abbot starving us all, while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine. Oh man, jeez. Lay off him, Dad, he's only just got here. How have the fates been treating you these last few years? Oh no, Ursula's coughing. I don't like this. The Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. That's one to say it. Been miserable as shitter all around. Everybody's coughing. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it sitting up at my own goddamn table. The whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter, his father, and Ursula. And me as well. Oh no. Clara lost a child in childbed a year ago. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? Andreas. It's alright, Veronica. Agnes suggested it might have been a fright. It was given during the flood. She was nearly swept away in the flood. Then the child came early. Agnes tried her best to save him, but he had a deformity of the skull and didn't live long. It was monstrous. Monstrous. Remain silent. It seems the Lord rarely looks in on Tenzing any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. We're eating, not at the table. Do you think? He's right. Please, can we not talk about this now? Alright, we'll eat our bread. Jorg here was married while you were away, Andreas. Really? To whom? To me, Andreas. Why else do you think I'm here? Of course, you two make a good match. Jorg has been good to me. There aren't many other options in Tenzing anyway. It's been a couple of springs, but I'm still not used to being married. Congratulations, Jorg. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Andreas. It's been one blessing in a dark season. With children soon to come, I hope. Haha. Heh. What? I don't get it. Do you? Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andreas? I mean, all these are bad things to say. All these are they're just gonna say, like, oh, well, look at you, Mr. Rich Man. Better not have any children, then. I do my best to be helpful. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm still hungry. Here, Ursula, you can have mine. It's not fair that nobody gets any bread besides Master Andreas and me. Stop! Ursula, give it back to him. I'm not going to have people in this town saying we can't feed our goddamn guests. Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good. Time to get back to it, and Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later. My apologies, Peter. We didn't mean to overstay our welcome. It's all right, Andreas. We just got in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again. Yes, thank you for coming, Andreas. Will you be staying for St. John's Eve? I'm not sure yet. All right. Well, maybe we'll see you later. Until then. Okay, that was awkward. That was a little awkward. Did I mark all the food we ate? I did not. I didn't mark all the food we ate. I missed a few foods. Yeah, lunchtime isn't. Well, this was what? Supper. There's dinner and supper, and they're different meals, and it confuses me. Sin of Saul! Sin of Saul! What? Master, did you hear that? It sounded like someone crying out. I think it's Sister Amali. She's a mystic. She may have been one. It may have been one of her visions. Sister Amali, are you all right? The Philistines! This is the hand of God. Compline. Oh, that's 8. Is there something happening in Compline? It's Compline right now. No! Oh my god, she just fell down. Sister Amali. You're the artist, Andreas. You remember me? Yes, you were here when the Baron was killed. You've changed. In more ways than one. The complexities and difficulties of the outside world are why I'm glad to be in here. I can see and hear the world spinning around me, but I'm not part of it. This cell gives me the peace and isolation I need to feel God's presence. And in the stillness of the storm of the world, the storm sometimes rouses in my soul. I wish Father Thomas were here. Would you like Casper to go get him? If he could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Is somebody gonna be murdered again? Casper, run and get Father Thomas. Yes, Andreas. Your son. My apprentice. From Salzburg. He seems eager to please you. Of course, that is the job of the apprentice. I have little knowledge of the working of masters and apprentices. Is that where you sleep? The world is just one spirit decoupled from the march of life and death. I see and hear your world turning from this little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses. You chose a difficult life. The life is not difficult, but the choice was. My life belongs to God, and his trials are mine to endure in this cell. I mean, I'm guessing there's a door in our... I'm guessing there is a door. And apparently, she can close the window if she wants. Your world is the world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I guess there could be no door. I mean, I guess they could deliver the food by the window. I have no will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God. When my will is his will, he graces me with visions, confusing though they may be. Certainly, if God is giving you visions, he wants you to understand them. Understanding is a trial, Andreas. Perhaps what God wants me to do is strive, and I'm striving to understand a difficult, deeper mystery. It is not my place to question his will, but to contemplate the revelations I receive with the help of Father Thomas. Sister, what is the hole in the ground? Oh, that's this. My grave. What? I dug it before Father Thomas read my funeral rites, before I was enclosed here. I dug a little more. I dig a little more in it each day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Oh, I thought it was a bed, but it's a hole. Okay. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. Is a calling to a cloistered life not enough? No, I thought it might be, but as you yourself have learned, the cloistered life is not so cloistered. The budding of the temporal world against the spiritual world is like flint against steel. Sparks are inevitable. Is your calling in question, Andreas? Is your life? Both, I think. I've lost my love. My love for art, love for family, love for anything. The last 7 years have been hard. It was all too much for me. Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. It can hold so much. Augustine? Oh, St. Augustine of Hippo. Andreas, thank you for sending Caspar. It seemed prudent. Are you alright? Yes, Father. I may have had another vision. I remember little of it. Master Maler and his apprentice heard nothing specific. That is unfortunate, but I'm glad you are alright. Andreas, Caspar, would you excuse us? We appreciate your help, but I must tend to her now in the church. Of course, Father. Good evening. God bless you both. See, there's obviously a door, because he's going inside. Master Andreas, I'm confused. What did all that mean? I'm not sure, but the last time I heard Sister Amalie have a vision, it was just before the Baron was murdered. What? You think? Could Sister Amalie be receiving warnings? No, it's too simple an explanation. There are layers and layers to divine messages. It is easy to think that, especially for the fact, but it is only present for one murder and one other vision. Perhaps there is a medical explanation for her visions, a fever, or St. Anthony's fire. But what if there is another murder? If it happens, I may revise my opinion. Come, Caspar, let's retire for the evening. Do you think the abbot is gonna get murdered? I think it's definitely possible.
I have a feeling some bad stuff is about to go down.
And if he did, then, you know. Oh, let's pet the cat again. I do not have a petting cat counter. But if I did, it would go up by one. Let's see if we can see a ghost again. Oh, I'm looking at that. I'm not looking at the where ghosts go. I don't know. I never thought of adding one. There aren't many games where we can actually pet a cat. Wait, were we supposed to do something? Or are we going to bed now? Okay, I think we're just going to bed. Yeah, we're just going to bed. Okay. Just checking. It's a nice guest house. Yeah, maybe we could have a cat counter. Getting late. Go to sleep. I feel like we've definitely missed out on some things. Did you drop this? What did we pick up? No, I don't think so, Master. That script looks beautiful, Master Andreas. Did you write that? You were warned. Warned? What does that mean? Warned about what? It has to do with the murder that happened the last time I was here. How? I thought they were caught. You caught the murderer. Yes, but that's complicated. Let's just head up to the library. Oh no, somebody's gonna try and murder me. Alright, Master. Man. You know, if the note was there, that means they could have murdered me, and they didn't. I would like to know. They could have murdered me in my sleep, and they chose not to. Or whoever dropped off the note isn't the murderer, I guess. It's also another explanation. It kind of makes me think that Martin had something to do with the murder. Because he may have done the thieving thing so he could drop off a note to the Baron. Because the Baron had a note on him. So he probably picked it up and put it in his pocket. Or wherever he put it. Alright, I hope we don't get murdered. I don't like getting murdered. Let's talk to him. Andreas! Brother Mathau. What are you doing out here? What is all this commotion? Brother Gernot possessed me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. Closed? With everything going on? Whatever for? Has ordered the relic to be brought into the church. The pilgrims are welcome to come visit the relic, but the townsfolk are prohibited from seeing it. What? Why? The abbot has had just enough of the peasants and townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. And as their rightful lord, he has been more than generous, but he cannot let their heretical talk of the 12 articles pass. The abbot, under my advice, brought the relic inside to protect it from destruction. With the library closure, the abbot relies on the shrine now more than ever. Okay. But passing depends on St. Warren's just as much as the abbey. What about the faith of the townsfolk? Or the townsfolk demonstrate their faith by walking away from such heretical behavior. I'm sure the abbot will restore the hand. The abbot will protect the relic for as long as he needs to, nothing more. No one wants to destroy the hand of St. Moritz Mathau. The abbot is a cruel man, and you're no better defending him. I will do my duty as my vows and my lord command me, Andreas. God bless you. I mean, I said it. I said it. Let's talk to this guy. It's good to see you again after so many years. You look healthy and prosperous. God has blessed you. I worked and was paid for it. God had nothing to do with it. Well, I am sorry about Brother Piero. I know you two are fond of each other. Thank you, I appreciate it. You should have treated him more kindly when he was here. Of course, he had a kind heart. I hope you don't harbor any ill feelings toward me or the Abbey because of your time in the scriptorium. Those were difficult days. I'm afraid the stress of overseeing the end of the scriptorium inflamed a sinful, spiteful wound in me. My frustration was exacerbated by the presence of a layman. It's not your fault, of course. God knows that the error lies with me. Forgive me, Andreas. I forgive you, Brother Fennick. Ferrick. All is well. That's kind of you to say. I mean, do I really, or do I just say it? What have you been... What have you been these last few years? Despite the decline of the Abbey, I have been in better spirits. It is much easier for me to be an effective prior to the brothers without needing to run the scriptorium. Forgive me for saying so, but it seems odd that Brother Gernot entrusts so much to Brother Guy. After all, you are the Abbey's prior. It bothered me for a while, but I believe that was pride doing the devil's work. Brother Guy is not only a talented scribe, but a skilled accountant. His father had him educated in the newest Floridian and Venetian bookkeeping practices. They're quite beyond me and Brother Mathau. I am content that Father Abbot can put Brother Guy's skills to good use. I have to go, but it was nice to see you. All is well. God bless you. Okay. I think they're, I think they're, maybe stealing some money. What do you think? Hey, who's this? This is Rudiger. Let's talk to Rudiger. Andreas, it is wonderful to see you again. How have things been for you in Nuremberg? I've actually been in Paris recently. Nuremberg is wonderful, though. Nuremberg is the same as it always. Ha, well, it's good to see you in any case. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in Paris? Beautiful. Motets and chansons are quite popular. I think you'd quite like it. I believe I would, thank you. Perhaps if God blesses us, we may see some of those compositions before long. I love our music, of course, but I am interested in what is being created across Christendom. I suppose you came to pay your respect for Brother Piero. I'm so sorry, Andreas. He was a wonderful man and a faithful servant of Christ. He was my friend and teacher. Well, despite the occasion, it is good to see you again. God bless you, Andreas. Alright. Rudiger! How's it going, Rudiger? Wait, are we going... How are we getting to the library? Are we taking the secret entrance or the not secret entrance? Wait, I never went in the secret entrance. You know that? I found it, but I never went in it. Well, that was stupid. That was dumb. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try going in the secret entrance. Via the crypt. You think it's still open? Oh, we can't do it. We can't go in that way. Man! I guess I never realized that some things just closed down when we did things. We need to go... Oh, the library. I guess maybe the door's open. Yeah, we were supposed to go right before we talk to the guy, and then we didn't go. Whoa! Oh, jeez! I'm not ready yet. I want to talk to this old guy. Man, he's still alive. Jeez. Hello, who is this? It's Andreas, brother. Hi, Doc. Andreas Maler. Oh. Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg. Not quite so young anymore, brother. No, you are still young. When you were last here, I thought I was old. I was wrong. Now I feel the true measure of years on these bones, like the waves of the wide sea on the cliff of Porthcragan. Time has worn me down. But enough of that. How have you been, Andreas? I have been well, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. What was that noise? You seem to be more at ease now than when I was here last. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked on the scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. It pained my joints and strained my brotherly love for Guy. The scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hands, but when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot is content to leave me, to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation. And so it also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It's good to hear your voice at Curacao again. God bless you. God bless you. Alright. Oh, I guess both of those are scriptorium. Wait, hang on. Hang on. I'm not done yet. I want to go in here. Let's see if that wheel's still here. Oh, wait. Okay, I guess we can't go. I guess we can't go in the back part of the house. That was here, right? That was here, right? Wasn't it? You go in this door here, and there was like a thing. Oh well. We missed a lot in that first part. Some optional stuff. Fell into disrepair quickly after he closed the library. Because he hates books. Greetings, Master Maler. Hello, Sister Zdina. You're looking like a real artist now. I'm impressed. You must be living like a lord. A lord who's strapped down with obligations to others. Between my wife and my patrons, I'm miserable. Yes, but overburdened with problems. I've no time for my own art, only that of my patrons. How dreadful. At least you can choose your patrons and do a vocation you please. Why, don't you like living in Curacao, sister? I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the abbey to take me in as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Curacao. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. And here you are, muttering as though you aren't the most successful person in Tenzing right now. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Is that why you dislike Mother Illuminata so much? Yes, Mother Illuminata comes from a similar family, but she came to Curacao willingly. She could have had the life I wanted, but instead she chose to moralize me for all my transgressions. I've accepted a lot of in these past years, but I cannot be as perfect as Illuminata. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't think I am, but I don't care. So that's her name now. Still, it's better than it was. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Maler. Until later. Later, nerd. I can go in the library now. It's unlocked. Bam. This doesn't look like much of a library. Well, okay, now it looks like a library. See, here's the secret entrance. Hey, now she's here. I thought, well, God bless you, Andreas. It has been too long. No doubt your work has carried you far from Nuremberg, but we had hoped to hear from you from time to time. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. Did I seduce her? No, I didn't seduce anybody. It's good to see you again. This is my apprentice, Caspar. We'll just say good day. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Caspar. Master Maler. Sister Zdina. I didn't know I could seduce anybody. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. It seems it sees very little use these days. What happened? After Baron Rothvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons, a small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in the big cities like Nuremberg. Guild of St. Luke. Okay. Father Granat saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sisters Dina had the time to maintain our inventory. That's terrible. Curacao was one of the last monastic scriptoria in Bavaria. As Brother Piero was fond of saying, all things change in time. Now, all that remains are books for sale to interested parties. Text that Father Granal has entrusted to me. Oh, look at her. She's mad. And Sister Zadina, of course. I don't even know where to start. Master Andreas, maybe you could find a book for little Magdalene, something that's not in print yet. Excellent idea, Caspar. Wait, what am I doing now? Am I looking? Oh yeah, I am. Parzival. Perhaps Klaus could not object to this romance, given its emphasis on Christian virtues. The German is a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows? Maybe it'll inspire her imagination. Make sure you look through the whole collection. I haven't seen anything else yet. Where else can I look? There's nowhere else to look. There's nowhere else to look. Oh, there's these scrolls on the wall, I guess. There's stairs. Okay. I am now confused. Can I go further this way? No. I go behind here. I can't go upstairs. Oh, never mind. I can go upstairs. Okay, usually there's a thing you can click on. But apparently not this time. Huh, I think there are Latin translations of some... It also looks like it's partially burned. Oregon? First century? Also look like it's partially burned. Probably not a great gift for a young... Wait. This is the same bookhand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to talk to Illuminata. Illuminata. Maybe I'm saying that right about this. Oh. Okay. Copy of Jacobus de Voragan's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legend of the saints. The Latin is simple enough that she could be able to read it before long. Oh, Richard de Bury's Biblion. It's a text of collections and preservation books. Maybe this is where Illuminata City learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Okay. Man, it's like multiple. This is a 3-story library. What the heck are they gonna do with all this? Man, that book looks interesting right there. Albertus Magnus, theologian. But it contains so much knowledge on a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals and the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. I do like books with pictures. Alright, I think we've looked at all the books now. Regulus the pro sleeper. Yeah, I mean, I wish he got paid for it. Have you decided on any books to purchase? Yes, just one. Which one do I want? Why don't I buy all of them? I don't remember which one I want. I'm a bit surprised. This for Klaus Jerker's daughter. That's even less appropriate, but not my concern. I hope she enjoys it. Is there anything else you need? Yes. What do you know about this book? I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I didn't think it was in our catalog. It has to be from another Bavarian scriptorium, probably in the later century. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? If it's not in our catalog, I'm afraid I don't know whom you can ask. If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know are Mother Cecilia and Father Mathis. Right, and I didn't bring any books for summoning. A joke, Master Maler? Heh. Anyway, it's a shame we can't figure out who penned this book. It's author of the same person who wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder. The ones in the fine book hand. Brother Adok told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the thread puller. Huh? Someone who is manipulating people like Ursao and Tazing, pulling on threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. I thought the old widow killed the Baron. She did, but the Baron was lured into the chapter house by someone who knew Ursao and Tazing's secrets. Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's provenance. Providence? That's not what it said. However, as it's not in our catalog and it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbot would mind if he kept it. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Alright, we got a book. Yay! Can I exit this way? No, I can't. I wanna take the secret exit. I can't talk to her anymore. Can't seduce her. Wait, what if I go this way? Anything else to look at? No. Time to eat again. Eating is a big thing about this game. This game is all about eating. We go, nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. It's like Claire. Claire's all about eating too. Claire does like to eat. Wait, hang on. Hang on. We're not done here yet. Oh wait, everybody who knew is dead. I forgot. Wait, I think. Wait, you might know. Wait, do you know? You might know. Oh no. Who did she say now? Okay. Oh, who's... Oh, that's true. Let's go talk to him. We know where he was. Right? See if he's still there. He might be gone, though. He was, like, here. Oh, he's gone. He's not here anymore. Let's go in here. I think we just need to go get dinner. I hope we don't get murdered. It's just... I'm not a fan of it. Maybe he's in the... Maybe he's in the, Maybe he's eating. He is eating, in fact. Oh, we can't even talk to him. Well, so be it. We can't talk to him, so doesn't really matter. Yeah, I agree. We should avoid being murdered. But hey, maybe we'll get murdered and the story will carry on as this dude. Maybe that's why this dude is here, so they can just like be like, oh no, now he has to investigate. It's like that one game we played, where we just kept becoming the owl. Oh, can we talk to him? Nope. There's a bed. Bah! You're back, good. We're almost ready to sit down and eat. Would you and Casper care to join us? Of course, thank you, Claus. Welcome back, Andreas. Andreas, these are my friends, Benjamin and Rachel Summerfield. They're on their way back to Prague. Ooh, Prague. I could have said I was from Prague. Good day. Hello, excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Of course, I understand. It's nice to meet you both. Hello. Hello. That sounds like a real word, Claus. She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. It's a wonderful segue to the gift that I brought her. Oh? A book from the Abbey Library. Is it for her or for you? For her, I swear. Parzival? I'm sure she'll love this. It might make some good bedtime reading until she can read it on her own. Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming the Summerfields don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests to Christian homes. Thank you for asking, Claus. Alright, I'll lead the prayer then. It's the same prayer we always say. Bless us, O Lord, for your gifts, which are about to receive from your bounty. We praise your Lord, Amen. Amen, Amen. Amen. And she said, Amen. Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh! Is it time? No, I know, I'm fine, I think. I'm just sore everywhere. Oof. Anyway, we hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow progress from Basel. Basel? Testing is hardly on the way to Prague. I'd rather not get caught up in battles between the Swabian League and peasants, so we've taken a strange route. military group. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? To be fair, there's only 2 of them to feed, so as opposed to the other group where there were like what? There were like 10? 10 of us at the table? We were in Basel to do some business, but we didn't want to overstay our welcome. Is it really so bad for Jews there? Let's just say they've gone back and forth enough on Jews in Basel that it's best not to feel too comfortable. We felt comfortable enough with our host, but Benjamin is right. He couldn't stay long. Do you know the printer Johann Frobin? How could I not be? He's turned Basel into the pride of Swiss printing. He has incredible artists working for him. All true, and we certainly don't mind that he publishes books in Hebrew. That's why we visited. Benjamin and I creating a Hebrew type for him. Turns out that when your town banishes all of the Jews, you have a more difficult time finding Jews to work for you. Who could have guessed? I just wish it had taken us so long. I just wish it hadn't taken us so long to get home. We have so far to go still. It's lucky timing for me, though. Now I have 2 printers and master artists at my dinner table. True. It isn't all misfortune. Daddy! Oh yes, thank you, and a future printer and baby printer to be. Housing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. It's amazing to see how far printing has come so quickly. Some of the engravings I've seen are incredible. The new techniques, new types, new styles are being developed every year. Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. We have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. I think I've seen it before, but I wasn't able to recognize it. Yes, it's still developing typeface. It's usually only used in Jewish women's books. I'd like our writing to be more accessible, especially to those who only read Yiddish. Here, something like this. You'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Claus. Good. I'd like the... Ugh. Yes, I'm fine. Claus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell to travelers as the pass is open, but lately I've been printing the 12 articles for the town. 12 articles! Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read, at least well enough to make it through that sheet. It's got a lot of people talking, and a lot are coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tazing? The Abbey is so impoverished, they're selling off their library's greatest prizes for a fraction of what they're worth. Are you saying you cheaped out on my daughter's present? I didn't say that, but you could infer that. I'm teasing. It's appreciated. I wasn't happy to hear it either, but I was able to get some manuscripts I never would have been able to buy. I bought more than I should have, more than are going to be profitable to turn into printed books. If she were here, I'm sure Marie would. Mama! She would have given me an earful. Anyway, if the Abbey is in such a bad state, there must be something the Abbot can appeal to for more money. Someone the Abbot can appeal to. Who? The Pope? The Duke of Bavaria may lend him military aid, but money is unlikely. He could try to sit down with Otto and work something out. Otto's tried to reason with him. The abbot won't listen. Select food to eat. Apple pie? White bread? Yum. Mushroom porridge. Well, not so yum with that, but apple pie? Yum. We're sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all throughout Swabia. Peasants are suffering. It's true. But I worry about what will happen in tossing I'm fine. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. What is the Swabian League? Soldiers of the Swabian nobility meant to keep peace in the empire. They rally for coin, not for a cause. We can't speak to their motives, but we try to stay far from them. But they are intimidating even at a distance. If the peasants aren't careful, Tenzing could draw the wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria! The Prince Bishop has the church's authority, but the Duke's lands surround Tazing and Curacao. Next we eat bread. I was so caught up in work, you know how it is. I'm sorry I never write you back. What happened here in Tazing and Curacao, I just wanted to forget it. I'm sorry what happened to your family, and I'm sorry I never wrote back. That's it. I'm sorry. Ow. Oh, this is it. This is it! Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. This is all my fault. We should have left Basil earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who could accept Rachel? I mean, I'm not really. I have some medical experience. Could you get her? Klaus? Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tazing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Claus. You're a mensch. Enough with the thanks. Give me the midwife. Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Casper, it is good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Thank you, Klaus. Good luck, Rachel. Thank you, I'll need it. I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! I'm going! Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going. Take care. Oh, that was lunch. I thought that was dinner. Oh, dinner is lunch. Dinner's lunch. Supper's dinner. Dinner's lunch. Supper's dinner. Oh, man. I'm so confused. Oh, man.